Chosen ones, the information that I am going to divulge will leave you speechless. It is not a coincidence that you are witnessing this video at this same moment. You have been brought to this location because one of the most significant events in your life is about to take place. The truth is about to be revealed by God in only one day, and the moment has come for you to shine. You are about to learn the complete truth, including the truth about yourself, your purpose, and your destiny, and it is occurring far more quickly than you could possibly anticipate. Although you have waited in the waiting room for a sufficient amount of time, God is now making the choice. This moment is yours to go. The chapter that contains the skepticism, the ridicule, and the individuals who did not believe in you is about to come to a close. It is now time for the truth that has been concealed to be exposed, and it is going to shock not only you, but also everyone else in your immediate vicinity. Clearly, this is not a straightforward revelation. It is a miraculous transformation that will change your life. The Lord is placing you on show and bringing you to the forefront of the world's attention. In this case, coincidence is not the issue. The timing is in the hands of God. You're meant to be here. Hit subscribe now and step into your next level. Your journey starts today. The challenges, the conflicts, and the answers to the questions that you have been keeping to yourself are going to be revealed in a manner that is either the most unexpected or the most uplifting. If you are prepared to receive this, then your life is going to undergo a transformation, so make sure you hold on to it tightly. This now, God's plan for you is being carried out. Nevertheless, pay close attention, for the intensity of this message will only be experienced by those who are genuinely chosen. Before we delve into this message that will change your life, please take a time to pause this video and complete the following 3 tasks. Click the like button, subscribe to our channel in order to assist us in reaching 1,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 55. It is via the power of this number that the energy of your insight will be amplified, so calling upon the universe to align itself with your breakthrough. Let's delve into this reality now, shall we? From this day on, your life will never be the same again. Prepare to go. The reality is on its way, and it is arriving very quickly. The time has come for your genuine identity to be disclosed after an extended period of time during which you have been waiting, questioning, and feeling overlooked. For the time being, you will no longer be required to bear the burden of uncertainty, because God is about to reveal a truth that is so potent that it will cause a profound change in the very essence of who you are. This is hardly what you would call a typical revelation. A divine revelation of the purpose you were always destined to walk in has just been revealed to you. From this point forward, everything that has been concealed in the darkness will be brought into the light, and you will finally comprehend your value in a manner that is far above anything you could have ever imagined. The road you have been on has been characterized by periods of stillness, struggle, and even solitude. In the past, you have experienced periods of uncertainty and even been rejected. In spite of everything, you have maintained your composure. The truth that was once buried deep within you will now come to the surface, and it will be indisputable from this point forward. This moment is a beautiful moment, a moment in which everything is in perfect alignment for you to move into the fullness of your purpose. You've been wondering for such a long time whether or not the world will ever acknowledge your value. You have posed inquiries concerning your purpose, your future, and the genuine calling that you have been given. Now, all of those questions that have not yet been answered are about to be answered. Soon, You will no longer be perplexed about who you are or the reason you were selected. This will be the moment when the truth is revealed, and it will liberate you to become the person you have always been destined to be. You have been anticipating this moment for a very long time. Everything is set to undergo a transformation in just one day. You will be able to break the stillness that you have been enduring in the most dramatic way possible. What was formerly concealed in the secluded areas of your life will now be communicated to the rest of the globe for everyone to see. This is a magnificent moment that God Himself has created and ordered. Suddenly, without any prior notice, the world will finally recognize you for who you truly are, and the recognition that you have been longing for will arrive without delay. As long as the truth about your role is not revealed, it is simple to experience feelings of being overlooked. On the other hand, God has been gearing you up for this very moment. It was important for you to go through all of the suffering, the challenges, and the seasons of waiting in order to achieve your breakthrough. This one day will be your heavenly moment of exposure, not only for your personal benefit, but also for the entire world to witness the grandeur that has been silently building within you. This moment of exposure will be for that reason. The timing that God chooses is always flawless, and He is going to unveil you in ways that you previously did not believe were conceivable. It will no longer be necessary for you to struggle for recognition or to demonstrate your value. Whenever the truth is revealed, it will be impossible to deny. You will no longer be questioned by others regarding your worth or your position in this world. Your value will be indisputable, and your calling will be indisputable. This one day will not only alter the course of your life, but it will also cause people around you to have a different point of view. Make sure you are ready for the divine revelation of who you are, which will be seen to everyone. You were subjected to suspicion, doubt, and even mockery for an excessively long period of time. Your every move has been called into question. Your purpose has been called into question, and some have attempted to belittle your calling. Nevertheless, the time for vindication has arrived. Your tenacity, your faith, and your unwavering determination have been witnessed by God, and He is going to make this information known to the entire world. Everything that was previously concealed in the shadows will now be brought to the forefront, and you will stand tall, vindicated, in front of everyone who has doubted you because of it. Not only is this a win for you personally, but it is also God's method of demonstrating that His plans for your life are strong and unchanging. The force of God's action in your life will be so powerful that it will silence every doubter present. A movement in the spiritual sphere has occurred as a result of your vindication, which is more than merely a moment of recognition. Because the hand of God is at work, He is about to disclose to the world that you have always been selected and that you have always been destined for greatness. Your time to rise has come, and there is nothing or no one that can stop what God has destined for you to do. You have been subjected to the silence, the questioning, and the disbelieving of others around you for a considerable amount of time. Nevertheless, God is moving, and when He moves, there is nothing that can stop Him from going. Your journey will be accompanied by the unmistakable sound of divine affirmation, which will replace the quiet that was before around it. The individuals who have questioned your credibility, expressed their disapproval of you, or even made fun of you will be forced to acknowledge the truth. In preparation for this particular time, God has been working with you, a moment that cannot be shaken, when His strength will be revealed via the course of your life. There have been rumors, judgments, and difficulties, but you have remained true throughout all of them. At this moment, God is about to provide answers to every inquiry, every doubt, and every lying word that has been made against you. The hush has been broken. Something that was before disregarded will now be recognized, and your faith will serve as the precise evidence that God is a wonderful being. Be ready to maintain your composure when God reveals himself to you through your actions. His supernatural move will not only put an end to those who are skeptical, but it will also bring you to a position where your mission is something that cannot be disputed. Your narrative will be heard, your truth will be seen, and every doubter will be rendered speechless by the undeniable force of God at work in your life. This is the time when your tale will be heard. At this point, heaven has made its choice. It is impossible to disregard the heavenly insight that has been made possible as a result of your unwavering loyalty. Throughout each and every test and every moment of difficulty, you have maintained your unwavering resolve. Even when it appeared like the entire world was working against you, you did not give up. God has been moved to expose the truth about who you are and what you were always destined to do because of this, and he has disclosed this information to you. The path you traveled was not an easy one, but every moment of difficulty, every question that remained unanswered, and every test that you encountered was all a part of a divine design. God has witnessed your heart and your will to persevere in spite of the challenges you have faced, and now he is about to reward you in a manner that will leave no room for doubt in anyone's mind that you are the one who has been chosen. It is obvious what heaven has decided. Because of your unwavering commitment, the hand of God has been compelled to expose your truth. You have reached the point where it is time for you to go into the light and accept the divine calling that has always been dwelling within you. You have the support of heaven, and with this realization comes a new level of purpose, power, and possibility for you. Get yourself ready, for in just 24 hours, your life will change in ways that you could never have imagined. The thing that you have been looking forward to will no longer be a far-off possibility. It is going to become a fact. Your life is about to undergo a transformation that will be so profound that you will be unable to recognize your own future. It is going to happen that the plans that he has for you will be completed in the most unexpected ways. There will be a complete transformation in a single day. Within the span of just one day, doors that were previously shut will be opened. The opportunities that you had previously considered to be out of your reach will suddenly be available to you. Those individuals who had previously questioned your worth will now view you in a different light, and your value will be indisputable. The course of your life is going to be completely altered as a result of this change. It is not only a change in the circumstances. You are about to experience a speeding up of your path because the power of God is not constrained by time. In a single day, something that has been in the works for years will finally be brought to reality. Now is the time for your life to be propelled toward a future that is filled with divine purpose. In addition, you will have the opportunity to witness directly how God's hand has been directing you during this entire process. The individuals who are closest to you and who have known you for the longest period of time will be the ones who are most astonished. They have likely witnessed your challenges, your uncertainties, and your times of vulnerability over the course of many years. The fire that God has set within you, however, is something that others have not witnessed. It will come as a surprise to each and every one of them when the truth is disclosed. Not only are you the recipient of this insight, everyone who has ever been a part of your journey is the recipient of this. Everyone in your life, including your family, your friends, and your co-workers, will be present as you reveal your true identity, and they will be left in awe of the plan that God has for them. They are going to come to the realization that the quiet strength that they have always observed in you was more than simply perseverance. It was a manifestation of divine destiny. Whatever is going to take place in your life in the near future will not only alter your perspective, but it will also alter the way that other people perceive you. Your closest friends and family will be astonished to see the divine unfolding of your life from their perspective. It will become clear to them that you have always been selected, and they will be the ones to praise you for the breakthrough that God has orchestrated. The events that are taking place in your life are not merely a case of exposure. Rather, they are a divine revelation of your destiny. Despite the fact that the world may refer to it as exposure, God is actually exposing what He has been planning for you all along. There is no intention to seek attention or validation in this situation. The key is to fully embrace the person you are destined to be from the moment you are conceived. A great number of people have a misunderstanding of the divine process, viewing it as nothing more than notoriety or fame. On the other hand, when God reveals you to the world, it is a confirmation of the eternal plan that He has for yourself. At this very time, your actual potential will be recognized not by human standards, but by divine power. This is the moment. The fact that God has chosen you for a moment like this is a demonstrative example of the grace and power that He possesses. As more people throughout the world come to recognize your truth, you will realize that it is not for your own glory, but rather for the glory of God. This revelation is a component of a more extensive plan, one that will elevate you to the point where you can fulfill your destiny and lead others to recognize the hand of God in your life. I am not talking about you. It is about what God will do through you and the effect that it will have on individuals who are in your immediate vicinity. You may have had the experience of being ignored for a number of years, as if the world was unable to recognize your value or your vocation. On the other hand, God is revealing your future right now by pulling back the curtain. What appeared to be a far-off dream in the past will now become a very real possibility. Those who have previously disregarded you or undervalued your capabilities will be able to observe the transformation that has taken place in your life, and they will be able to recognize the purpose that God has always had for you. We have reached the end of the era of being ignored. It is possible that the world has failed to recognize your ability, but God has never failed to do so. Over the past few moments, He has been diligently working behind the scenes to get you ready for this particular moment of fulfillment. The situation that was formerly perceived as a challenge will now serve as the stage for your magnificent accomplishment. It is God's timing that you are being raised up, and He is doing it in order to demonstrate to the world that His intentions for you have always been more magnificent than anyone could have ever anticipated. During this time of heightened awareness, it is important to keep in mind that your goal has always been more important than the opinions of others. You're meant to be here. Hit subscribe now and step into your next level. Your journey starts today. The purpose of this is not to put someone in the wrong. Taking the first step toward the destiny that God has crafted for you is the focus here. The elevation that you are about to experience will serve as a demonstration of God's faithfulness to you, and it will motivate other people to put their faith in His perfect timing as well. You are about to have a discovery that will completely alter all you believed you knew about yourself. Read on. Whatever it is that God is about to disclose to you will completely transform who you are. The truth about who you are, the reason you were made, and the purpose for which you were created will become more transparent than it has ever been before. It is possible that you have been living under the burden of confusion or self-doubt for an excessive amount of time, raising questions about your purpose and your place in the world. However, at this moment, God is removing the curtain. He is providing you with a fresh comprehension of who you are, one that is founded on the holy truth that He has revealed to you. When this happens, you will no longer be constrained by the restrictions that other people have imposed on you. Instead, you will enter a new level of self-assurance and clarity over who you are and what you are supposed to do in your life. Doorways that have been shut for many years will be opened as a result of this revelation. Your whole potential, as well as the gifts and talents that you have not yet fully embraced, will become apparent as a result of this. Your viewpoint will be altered, and you will enter a period of bravery and purpose as a result of the truth being your guide. Knowing that this new identity is the first step toward the future that God has already provided for you is something you should keep in mind as you take this step. Questions about your purpose, your past, and the mysteries that have left you wondering about your future have been burdening your heart for years. You have carried these questions with you throughout your life. You have been struggling under the weight of these questions. On the other hand, God is going to provide the answers that you have been searching for. The secrets that have been kept hidden from you will be exposed, and along with them, a more profound comprehension of your destiny will become clear to you. There has been no point in waiting for nothing. Your time spent searching for answers has been a part of God's divine timing throughout the entire process. He is getting you ready to hear the truth through His preparation. Moreover, the time has come for the revelation to take place. In the near future, God is going to provide you with the clarity that you have been looking for, whether it be with your family, your calling, or prayers that have not been answered. You will finally have the answers that you have been carrying about for such a long time, and the burden of doubt will be lifted once and for all. This revelation from God will be both reassuring and powerful throughout the process. The realization that God has always been in control, even while you were unable to see the wider picture, will bring a sense of serenity to your heart. You will open up a new level of comprehension with the answers that you receive, which will also assist you in walking fearlessly along the route that He has laid out for you. As one progresses through life, there comes a time when words are no longer sufficient to adequately describe the magnitude of what God is accomplishing. The importance of your breakthrough cannot be overstated. It is not going to call for any kind of justification or explanation. Not a single person will be able to cast doubt on it, because it will be so obvious and so indisputable. The change that God will make in your life will be so strong that it will leave everyone who observes it in awe. There may have been times in the past when you found it difficult to articulate your aspirations, your calling, or your purpose to other people. On the other hand, after you have achieved your breakthrough, you won't need any words. The very activities that God does in your life will serve as a demonstration of the strength that He possesses. Throughout the course of your voyage, there have been rumors that have been spread about you, questions that have been raised about your character, and skepticism regarding your destiny. However, God is about to use your life to silence every skeptic and every falsehood that has ever been told. When all of the facts are brought to light, there will be no place for skepticism or for making false allegations. Your narrative will serve as evidence that the truth that God has revealed always triumphs over every deception. The indisputable power of God in your life will be witnessed by those individuals who have spoken against you, that have questioned your intentions, or who have attempted to bring you down. It won't be necessary for you to defend yourself. If you ask God to accomplish it, He will. Through the use of your life as a testimony, He will disprove every falsehood and doubt, demonstrating that His plan for you cannot be thwarted. Everyone will be reminded that God is always in control, and this time will serve as its reminder. God will always rise above, using your testimony to quiet every allegation and doubt, regardless of how hard the enemy wants to destroy your destiny. He will do this regardless of how hard they try. The truth that He tells will become unshakable, and it will be more potent than any obstacle that you have ever encountered. There is a day on the horizon when everything will be different. That particular day will serve as the starting point for a lifetime filled with purpose and power. The work that God is doing in your life right now is not only a transient moment, rather, it is the beginning of something that will be powerful and long-lasting. It is the breakthrough that will take place, that will pave the way for an influence that will last a lifetime. Moreover, you will walk in the completeness of the purpose that you were always meant to accomplish on this earth. Your course of action will change in just one day by itself. The season that you are about to enter will be one in which your influence, your impact, and your mission will be revealed right in front of your very eyes. You will experience the power of God moving in you in ways that you never imagined were possible. The ripple effect of His work in your life will begin to spread far and wide, and you will begin to see signs of it. You are not yet at the conclusion of your journey. This is only the beginning of something truly remarkable being realized. You will no longer have to live a life that is characterized by waiting or uncertainty. The divine purpose and the ability to carry out everything that God has asked you to perform will provide the defining characteristics of this. You are getting closer and closer to the day when you will be able to fully embrace your calling. After that day, your life will be a demonstration of the incredible grace that God has bestowed upon you. It's not only a realization that this is, it's a crowning ceremony. In addition to conveying your truth to the rest of the world, God is also bestowing upon you the authority of the divine. You're meant to be here. Hit subscribe now and step into your next level. Your journey starts today. Showing who you are is not the only thing that happens during the moment of exposure. The goal is to secure a position for yourself within the kingdom of God. There is more to it than just being exposed. You will soon be crowned and granted the authority to walk in accordance with your complete destiny. If God chooses to reveal you, He does it for a specific reason. I am not referring to a short flash of realization here. Your reign in the calling that He has set on your life will begin with this heavenly elevation, which marks the beginning of your reign. Right now, you are assuming the position that is rightfully yours, armed with divine power, in order to accomplish the mission that He has planned for you and fulfill your destiny. To be